So since that episode has came out and you guys ended up matching, all that good stuff, has there been a date?
You can answer it.
Okay.
Oh,
So we did go out right after the show.
okay.
Now, to me, it wasn't like a full-blown date,
Okay.
but we did go out. We went to Champagne Lanes, which is downtown Phoenix. We tried to go somewhere to get some food, but it was late. It's like 11:30.
Yeah.
Champagne Lanes, what is that, like bowling in Champagne or something?
So, yeah.
Okay, so why would you not consider that a date? Like
Well,
a full-blown date?
Well, to me, it is a date.
Okay.
But I think just because of the time frame,
Okay.
we really just went out for like 30 minminutes just because of how late it was.
Oh, I see. Okay. Was the
Yeah.
place closing? Is that
It was a meetup.
why you guys were only there for
Yeah.
30 minutes? Oh.
Because
Okay.
it might have been like 40, you think probably 40 minutes.
It was probably like 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't long.
But how'd the day go? Like, how was it for you?
I mean, it was cool because to me, I don't like doing dinner on the first date.
Oh.
Not because I don't like to eat and I don't want to feed my date, but I like to vibe and see the chemistry that naturally happens. And then on date 2, we can go and sit down.
Okay.
I feel like it helps to kill that interview vibe.
Okay. And so is Champagne Lanes, what is that? Is that not a dinner spot or what is that?
Yeah, so it's like a bowling alley / bar. It's connected to another outdoor lounge spot.
I was just playing. It really is bowling.
Oh, so you guys were bowling?
No, it was closed.
We didn't go bowling because everything was closed.
Closed.
It was closing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So Brittany, how was the date for you?
I don't really consider it a date. Like he said, I don't.
But I mean, you guys went somewhere, you hung out. I mean, yeah, it was short and quick, but
I
No.
mean, to me, it wasn't a date. Okay, I'm sorry. It was not.
okay.
I mean, I know he said that like he don't like going out to dinner because he told me that right
Yeah.
after the show when we sat backstage and talked. He said he liked to do like activities and stuff, so that's how he gets to know people. But when we got there, we had like one drink, but everything was getting ready to close. They had already had last call. But to me, it just wasn't a date. It was just kind of like us like finishing a conversation that we had,
okay.
And then we just left.
Okay. How was the conversation? Like, did it flow well? How was everything?
I think so. I mean, to me, I don't know. Maybe it didn't to him. I don't really know. But to me, I feel like it was okay. We were laughing. We took a group picture.
Oh.
Like he was talking about his life and like the stuff he wants. And we were just like getting to know each other. So I thought it went decent,
Got it. She said group picture. Was more of you guys there or?
Yeah, so we ran into Reggie and Nova. They
the
were
other
the
match.
other match. Yeah, so that was a group photo.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you guys all hung out together or it was like take a photo and then you guys went about?
Yeah, so it wasn't planned. We just so happened to run into them, and it was like, hey, little Spider-Man meme. And so we just invited them to sit down at our area. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. So from that point, has there been a second date?
There has not.
No.
Why not? What's going on?
Who did it?
Well, I'm just gonna talk because I
Who
know
did it?
I don't know what his point of view was.
Okay.
But yeah, like I think it was like after the second day, I didn't really hear anything from him. Like it was a Sunday, and I think that was Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
And I told him to have a good photo shoot because he told me he was getting ready to do a photo shoot that day. But I noticed the conversation was like very dry, like, and it was like in spurts, like it wasn't like consistent. And I was just like, okay, this is weird. But I know when somebody's not interested, like it's like that's what I could tell from the
That's
messages.
what you were getting.
And then like Monday, no conversation at all. Tuesday, the show dropped. And he hit me up and asked me basically, were I getting like followers or like messages from people? But I was like, what does that even matter? Like you should be
Somewhat. But we'll touch on that.
Okay.
not you interrupting me.
Sorry. Go ahead, Brittany. Go ahead.
See, he got lucky. It's like if he looked bad on the show or something like that, I don't know. She didn't see the show yet. You could have gotten a good conversation, but I guess that date never happened. Because I remember there was one catch up that was, it was one of them before this, to where the show had dropped and her DMs had like this other girl, the dude messaged this chick to where her DMs was filling up. And it's because the show dropped and the dude was like, dang man, you messed it up. Arlette, because y'all dropped the show. Now everybody's seen the show. Now her DMs just went crazy. But she was petty because she was going off of the DMs and didn't even bother to text a guy back or contact him back or anything because he was like, I had better options in my DM. You should try harder. Like, nigga, I was just on the show. They wasn't.
I was just playing, but yeah. So I was just like curious why he was asking me that and like wasn't like really texting me. Like he was like trying to get to know me. Mind you, I hadn't heard from him for real. So I'm just in my thoughts and like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
So then the next day I was just like, I was talking to my friends. They were asking me because they had, saw the episode. Like, are y'all going to plan something? I'm like, I haven't heard from him. So then the next day I was just like, I'm just going to text him just to see, because I was like, I don't want to chase you, but also don't want to, I know you're busy.
Yeah.
And I know he said he was going out of town too. So I'm like, aren't we just texting to see like where his head at? And like, I just like, are you still interested in getting to know me? Are we going to go out somewhere? Stuff like that. Like, and he like basically said like, another contestant on the show, I'm just going to say it, the girl in the red dress was more of the type of woman he was looking for than me, and that he had immediate, he regretted popping her balloon after he did it. So.
Oh my God. Okay.
I don't remember the girl in the red dress on his episode. I'm thinking it was the girl in the red dress. There was a particular episode where there was an African lady in the red dress, but she was super duper cocky. And I don't know, it might be that same one because the way she was carrying herself and the way he was carrying himself, it didn't even seem like that she would pick him. I think he just popped her balloon first for whatever reason, but it could be her. I don't know.
Phillip?
You probably wouldn't have liked her, Phillip. I don't know.
That all you got?
And he said I was beautiful. You know how they tried to like, put that in there. You're amazing.
Try to soften the blow.
You're amazing. And it's like, I'm not even mad at him.
Yeah.
It was more, to me, it was more of the thing of like, you weren't even going to tell me that unless I asked you. Like you went like 4 days without even any communication.
Damn, 4 days.
So I'm like, I just feel like it was like the principle. And
so how did you respond to that when he said that?
Oh, I was very like, I wasn't upset at all. Like I was very nice about it. And I said, okay, well, you could have just let me know. I think I told him it was a little bit immature and like he didn't communicate well. And he basically said that he felt like he only went out on the date because of the producer. Like he felt like the producer was like, on him, like
requirements. Yeah.
Like, so he didn't want to cancel on me. So I don't know if it was something that I said while we were like talking while y'all were still filming, because we had like a nice conversation. So I don't know if it was something that I said or what it was that made him feel like, oh well, no, or I don't know.
Okay.
So
all right, Phillip, let's hear from you.
Anything else?
I don't remember.
Okay, I was just making sure I didn't want to interrupt.
No.
So no, I was trying to just let you finish. I didn't want to be rude. So we had the show on Saturday, and we went out immediately after the show for the thing we mentioned, going to Champagne. And then I told you that day that, hey, I have some events I have to go to this week. I got a flight on Wednesday, so I'm going to be kind of busy. So I went to my 2 events on Sunday. Monday, staff meeting, work, practice, gym, like all my typical stuff, right? Then on Tuesday, I had pretty much the same thing, plus my flight for Wednesday. So to me, I don't like texting. I like to call or just meet in person. If anything, maybe send a voice note.
Right.
But I'm not going to sit and text all day. So we did text a little bit on Sunday, more about the photo shoot and this and that. Then Monday came around, we didn't really talk. Tuesday, I sent a text about the show to just keep some form of communication going. But then, I get off my flight Wednesday morning, and then that's when I got the text. So that's the timeline. Now, in terms of the context of it, like I mentioned, I like to hop on the phone, meet in person. So my intention was to hop on a call after I made it to Colorado, or maybe even later in the week, because we just met. Right. I could understand if this been, 2-3 weeks, but early on to really press somebody, to me, that's a form of love bombing. And it's a fine line between love bombing and applying pressure, right? So to me, I kept some form of communication going without going over the top, because we just met. I communicated I was going to be busy on Sunday. I said I got a flight on Wednesday morning. So between that is really
I would associate love bombing even these days, more with material things. Like if you're showering, you keep giving people stuff, giving and just, hey, here, I got this, I got that. I think that's more of love bombing and sending, these loving texts and things like that. If you're trying to hit somebody up and get in contact with them, it's like, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? That's not love bombing. That's just, hey, what's up? Like, some people might perceive you as either, I wouldn't say love bombing. Some people just call it, you might be a little crazy or you pushing too much. You know what I mean? Like, he seemed like he was just describing pressure. That's what it seemed like. It didn't seem like any type of love bombing at all.
Monday and Tuesday. So for you to not hear from me, I already said I'm going to be super busy within the next 72 hours. So that's why I didn't really feel any type of way on that. Mm-hmm. Secondly, after I kind of thought about it a little bit more, I'm just like questioning, like maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I didn't make the right decision. I knew that there was some things from us talking, like after we actually matched, that I wasn't fully in line with. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to just be prejudgmental and say, you know what? No, I'm not going to give it a chance.
So this is the real reason. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, we matched.
Whatever reason that is, he might not say. That might just be between, private conversation between him and her. But then I'm still adding the fact that the girl in the red dress was more of his speed. Well, he liked her more, but maybe because of her looks or whatever. But
man, I'm going to still stand on my decision and still go through with that. So I said, let me just still keep going with the process. And for example, one thing that you said that I didn't really resonate with, you asked if I wanted kids, and I actually want more than one kid. You was pretty adamant about just wanting one. That's not anything that's a big deal right now, but that's an example of something later, because I don't want to be the person that tries to convince someone to do something that they've already said early on that they want. That's when you got all kinds of issues, postpartum depression. I don't want to be the person to try to convince someone else to change their internal views.
Right.
And so that's why I was like, still going to just hear it out. And just the more we talked, the more I was just like, yeah, see, that's just that confirmation that she's a good person, but you're not in line fully with what you want. And what she wants is not bad. It's just not an ideal match. Mm-hmm. But I still was just trying to be patient with the process and still go through my normal routine of work without prematurely just calling in and be like, oh yeah, this is a mistake. Mm-hmm. But by the time we got to Wednesday, I, ruminated on it and I said, all right, this is a good time for me to say something, not because I'm super busy and I can't communicate, but because this has already kind of been in my spirit. Mm-hmm. That's what I felt. And I wanted to communicate that to you at that point since you asked.
Okay. So if she was not, if she didn't ask you, were you going to eventually let her know, or was it okay?
Because my intention was not to just text and our conversation be dry text back and forth. Mm-hmm. Because even if we're asking stuff to each other, that's the exact same reason why I don't like doing dinner dates on the first date. It's an interview vibe. What's your favorite color? Where are you from? Stuff that is just very mundane that didn't actually tell me who you are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's why I said I'm going to pick up the phone and make a phone call.
Okay.
And that also goes back to my job. I'm on the phone 24/7 as I recruit. I have staff meetings on Zoom. On Tuesdays, I have another Zoom. It's a men's accountability group. So like I'm constantly on the phone for work-related business.
Men's accountability group. Okay.
That's where the communication was kind of dry.
I've never heard of a whole group for men's accountability. Sounds kind of neat, kind of like almost a therapeutic session of, hey, what do you need to do to improve your almost self-improvement, almost something like that. It sounds like it.
Right.
Brittany had mentioned that there was another person on the show, the red dress, Brenda. Mm-hmm. You were feeling like you should have not popped hers. Where did that come from? Like, what kind of made you come to that decision?
Okay, so the first thing is I'm very firm on going with my gut instinct. My gut instinct said pop her balloon. But then after is when I started questioning, like, did you make the right decision? Are you sure? Mm-hmm. And I wanted to still pursue talking to you,
right?
Because I feel like that was the right thing to do. Mm-hmm. And at that point, there was no need for me to do otherwise. It's not like you said anything at that point, but that was in the back of my mind. Like, did I make the right decision?
So Brenda, I just looked it up. Brenda in the red dress is the cocky African lady. It's her. Fam, you probably liked the way she looked or something like that. I don't even remember if he even said too many words to her or whatever, but I'm not sure if Brenda would have worked out with you, bro. I can see it now. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she could like you. Maybe she has different requirements for different guys that like, okay, for you, do you have this, and this in order, or this or whatever in order? I don't know. But she's I don't know about her. I don't know about her.
Mm-hmm.
But let's kind of fast forward, right? So me and Brenda, so Red Dress, had a conversation.
Now, okay.
We was on the phone for about an hour.
Oh, when was this?
This was about 2 weeks ago.
So this was after you had already told Brittany that you...
Correct.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't simultaneous.
Got it. Okay.
You know, that would have been just disrespectful. but it was after, and
So how did you and Brenda get in contact?
that's a whole nother story.
Oh, okay. So
But basically, you know, I hit her up and we had a conversation for about an hour.
okay.
Now that in itself further confirmed my gut instinct was right. Like, yeah, I should have popped the balloon. But at the time,
Should have popped whose balloon?
I should have popped Brenda's balloon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. You didn't found out.
But at the time, I was like, I don't know, just simply because from the surface level, you know, we're closer in age. You know, we got our masters from the same city. We're from the same place. Like, everything made sense. But again, my gut instinct said no. And the thing about it, going on the show, there's certain requirements. One, you're supposed to be single. And for one, she's not. And then for two, there's other things in addition to that.
We getting tea from a whole nother chick that's not even here. A whole nother lady that's not even...
That I found out that I'm not going to put on air.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to denigrate her character. But just simply put, she did not resonate with what I'm looking for. And so that's why we are where we are.
Okay. So just confirm, as of today, you're still single.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Damn.
Oh man, that's a lot. That is a lot. I know you said you had a phone call with Brenda. So how did you two get in contact? Like, where did that conversation come from? How did that sprout?
Okay. So I reached out to someone from the show.
Okay.
And we got connected that way.
Oh, okay. So you got her number that way, and then you reached out to her.
Correct. Well, actually, I sent her my number, and then she called me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good to know that.
Yeah. But to kind of expand on that just a little bit more, you know, we did have a conversation. And from that, I could tell, like, that just confirmed that, yeah, you made the right decision. Because on the surface level, it's easy to say, yeah, you know, she's attractive, we're close in age, she has all these good things. But even when you look at the episode, one reason that you resonated with me with your answers is I felt like you was just being authentic. Like, your first question was, do you have kids? Her first question was the exact same question. So that's it. In my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe she's not listening. But I'm not going to be judgmental, and I'm just going to continue to, like, just ask another question, right?
Okay.
And then the question that the answer she followed up with, it was a super compelling answer. Like, it sounded really good, but it didn't answer the exact question. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, are you telling me what sounds good to win my approval as if this is a contest, or are you saying your genuine, authentic answer?
Response, right?
You know, because even if I don't like it, at least you're just keeping it real. You know, if you're not keeping it real, then I can see through that.
Okay.
And that may seem okay right now, but once we get 3-4 months in, that's not gonna fly.
Okay, I see. And now, Brittany, you know, after hearing everything and all that stuff, like, how are you feeling?
Oh, that was a lot. I wasn't expecting that last part. But I know he said something about I was bombing him.
No. Sorry to cut you off on that.
No, well, he said that earlier. Like when
he said he didn't want to love bomb.
Correct.
Oh, you said you didn't. Oh, okay. I thought you said I was love bombing.
No,
Okay.
no.
We'll retract that part then. Sorry. I thought you were saying I was. Okay. But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, it was a lot of comments in there saying that she was not answering the questions. It was a lot of those.
Now,
yeah.
Not to interrupt again. But to touch on that, I'm not even worried about the comments. like I felt what I felt, and I feel like listening to the comments, it doesn't matter what episode it is. Listening to the comments is gonna always be subjective because it's the internet.
Yeah,
True.
Right. And I feel like whatever we make, whatever decisions we decide should be our decisions and not influenced by the comments. So they could have said, you made a horrible mistake. You should have did X, Y, Z. But if I didn't feel like that's what I should have did, I still wouldn't have made that decision.
I mean, I get it, you know. Yeah, what can we do now? So, I mean, it was a lot of people that was kind of like upset about, you know, his decision, you know, even some reacting videos that I watched, like Kaisanat. He was mad that he picked me. And I think T. Pendel too. He was a little upset. I have to go watch his video again, but yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they weren't there. They just judging off of the little interaction we had, you know. So that's really all I have to say about that.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, any final thoughts between the two of you? I mean, since that point, has there been any communication between you guys or not really?
Not really. I mean, we are cordial, but that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard from him. Oh, I do have a question. I noticed you unfollowed me and followed me back, Phillip, the other day. Why?
I don't need to follow you.
Because
I know you.
I don't know. I just felt like I didn't want to just create some big mess. And I knew that I already communicated like, hey, I don't really want to pursue this any further. And that includes, you know, communicating and just trying to like stay in the mix. Like I didn't want to give off the impression that
It's just Instagram, but like I wouldn't care because if you look at his account, like I don't know how many followers he had, how many people he was following at that time. Like pretty sure you can scroll down to see some random baddie that he's following that he don't even know at all. You know what I mean? But
like, you know, maybe I want to spin the block back if this doesn't work. I didn't want to do that.
Understood. Okay. I just thought it was, I noticed that and I was like, oh, well, why did he unfollow me?
if Instagram didn't exist, how many relationships would be saved?
Okay.
Who knows?
I didn't think it was that deep. Like,
Who knows?
you know,
Follow.
no, not at all. We don't have to be friends, but I wouldn't have unfollowed him for that, you know? Like,
Okay.
I
Are
feel
you
like-
still following him?
yeah, I never unfollowed him. I was following him the whole time since the day we met.
Okay.
Yeah. So the fact that he's saying no communication, like he don't want to talk at all, like that's crazy. But that's his decision.
I can expand on that.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to communicate because it's not like we're beefing and we're not
Right.
cool. But I also want to create the boundary that I don't want to continue the dating route because I feel it would be unfair to you to try to stay in the mix. It's just like when you don't keep dating someone, you just kind of go your separate ways and remain cordial. That doesn't mean that there's any type of beef or animosity.
Right.
But, you know, out of sight, out of mind. I feel like that's what led to that.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
And then further to kind of, you know, add to that, I didn't come on the show for clout or to go viral or anything like that. Like I was serious about my intentions. And so with that, I feel like going forward, it'd be unfair to whoever it is that I pursue to try to still linger on what was in the past.
Okay.
It's just like communicating with an ex. Although, you know, we obviously didn't get to that point. I just wanted to be respectful, and that's where that came in.
it's just the fact that this link up is blown up because it's on a video, it's getting millions of views, so people are gonna see it. So you don't want that kind of lingering on attached to you because this is gonna be attached to you forever. However many times you come on this show, you know, people are gonna be, oh, that's the guy on whatever. Oh, he messed with this one girl. Oh, he could be still dating. You don't want any girl that you could be interested in the future to think that y'all are still talking just because y'all follow each other. I mean, I kind of get it. I wouldn't care, just like you didn't care about the comments. But okay, you do what you want. It's your account.
Okay.
Okay. Does that explain it for you? You're still looking like.
She really wants to be friends though. She wants to be cool. Like, give me the follower. Come on.
But it's like, I don't feel like you could compare it to an ex. Because it's like, we
Yeah, I wouldn't say yeah. He said an ex. She is kind of right about that. He said it's like an ex. No, not really. Like y'all can become cool.
only met each other once. We've only been
Yeah.
around each other once.
Okay.
And it hasn't really been like a lot of conversation. So like, I don't know why anybody would feel like
Shouldn't be.
any kind of way about experience, basically, you know, that for one day, that's it. Like it wasn't nothing more than that. So, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. Well, you know, once again, like, Is there anything else you guys want to add on? Any final thoughts? All that good stuff? Any final remarks? Whatever it may be.
I'll let you go first.
So yeah, I definitely appreciate the opportunity for sure, and it's nice meeting you. It looks like it was like a celebrity. I was nervous at first meeting you, but I'm like, oh, she's so pretty in person, like even prettier in person, y'all. But yeah, I mean, I did come on here to try to put myself out there. This was definitely nerve-wracking. Never thought I would do anything like this, and like the internet could be very mean and stuff. So
yeah. So one more thing I want to add is from the show. I do want to add some context on one of the comments regarding like the religion versus the law of attraction piece. So for me, I grew up in the church, and I feel like there's a lot of common things between law of attraction and religion. But when I say law of attraction, I'm not talking about, praying to a crystal or anything like that. I'm literally talking about things that are in the word. And the word, it says, if there's no vision, the people will perish. There's many places where you can see exact context regarding the power of the tongue. So when I say that, that's what I mean. Now, if somebody else takes that in a different context, that's on them. But that plus when the young lady, I forgot her name, the one that said that she was a god, what I was trying to say when I said that verse was that, yes, God dwells within us, but we're not God. Like, we're not replacing God. And that, when I thought about it, because, you got a lot of things going on with the show. You're trying to pay attention to everybody. I said, nah, I'm not even going to open that can of worms. So that's why I said, like, I get it. And
all
I
right,
just kept...
dude. This religion is whooping y'all ass in a relationship, Phil, fan. What is it? Is it religion or is it the zodiac sign? What are y'all doing? We just had a person on. You could be two people be Muslim, perfect. Oh my God, everything perfect. Oh, you're a Taurus. What? We just had. I just did a catch up before this with the girl with the green shirt, where her whole goal was to date a guy that wasn't Muslim, and she was stressed out because she couldn't convert the dude. What the fuck are we doing? Like, family reunion is about to go from 100 people to 10 people in the next 20 years. Just because y'all is so stuck on, oh my gosh, man, this is crazy. All right, man, y'all, hey, as long, and you see so many relationships fail or succeed at the same rate. I mean, is there a scale, a metric to where it's like, if a religious relationship based on this, they have the same religion, does it work out the same or worse? I don't know. It seems to be the same to me. It doesn't make no difference, like how y'all get to the end of the rope. You know what I mean? Relationship could be everything. He's the right sign and he's the right religion. He do everything we do, and then it still don't work out because incompatibility and finances. Cheating isn't even the number one thing that be breaking up marriages. It's in like the top 5, but sometimes it's not even number 1. Sometimes it's not even number 3. Man, all right, y'all got to get it together, man. But hey, me too. We all do, right?
Pushing, but yeah, I think that's important for people to know is that, when you speak things into existence, that is not in any form demonic, and it's not bad or looked down upon to talk about things and say you're manifesting, because ultimately that's what you're doing. If you don't know, that's what you're doing.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right.